Mars pattern Astartes flamer.
I always have a backup plan.
Ulfar should be more powerful. I completely agree. Yep, I feel Ulfar is way too weak to be a Space Marine. Voxcaster is producing nothing but static. Hello, can anyone hear me? We read you, Strike Team. This is Lift Control. Report your status. Erlon is dead. Acknowledge, Strike Team. Beginning the extraction of the priority cargo. A fine victory, Cohh. They will tell sagas about the day the contemptible Erlon fell. The Cohh crew should offer you a fine cup of mead for their saving their prayer world. If you hadn't, Erlon would have bathed them in 100-fold more blood. As for you, Ever, Ulfar Thunderlung, you have proven yourself. The Stormbiters will tell all about your feat and your roaring song. Ulfar Thunderlung. I thank you, Thorvald. You and your brothers fought well. You did the wolves proud. It will be my joy to share a cup with you at the victory feast, Ironhide. How's your pack, Thorvald? What are your losses? Several of my brothers will carry on fighting their battles in the Allfather's host. The rest have survived. We've shed much of our blood, but a wolf's hide is tough and his spirit is stubborn. Once you take us down, you better finish us off. The Stormbiters live on this day and the next. I see you in Ulfar. I've worked through your quarrels. It doesn't become a noble warrior to bark at his battle comrade after a good fight. Ulfar Thunderlung has proven that the spirit of the baleful Howl is alive and strong. Then let the ravens fly where he walked and let them tear at the bloody harvest left in his wake. Ooh, well, that's fun. How's this game compared to Wasteland 3? Very different, but in a lot of great ways. The full voice acting of Wasteland 3 is pretty incredible, for sure. But this game, in terms of like raw depth and the setting and the writing and everything, is really, really good. If that's why you liked Wasteland 3. Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay. Wait. May Blackbane guide you through the black of night, Ironhide. Know that if your pack calls, the baleful Howl will always answer. What was hidden down there? What was the treasure that Erlon was after? I know not. Kalkazar's curls did not allow anyone into the hidden arsenals. All we could see is them dragging crates up to the surface. 'Tis the age-old way. We fight, and they sweep up the spoils. Jerks. We brought these from below. For all I know, it's his carols that killed them to seal their lips. Ew. You see no signs of violence on the two women's bodies, but their porcelain white skin proves without a doubt they are dead. Their hands are clutched together in a death grip. The sweet scent of rotten meat prickles my nostrils, but it's not the fallen bodies I smell. It's the hands of the Inquisitor's minions. Okay. 'Tis what my instinct tells me too. My heart has never had strong faith in Kalkazar's words before, but now whatever phantom trust I had is scathing into smoke. We must ask questions and get answers by force, if that's the way it has to be. Examine the tech priest bodies. Something strange occurred to the two women's augmetics. It's like they begin to grow inside their flesh, spreading webs of metal around them. After taking a closer look, you realize that every augment seemed to have begun mutating, developing new forms and functions not envisioned by their creators. It seems probable that this is what caused their demise. Suddenly you hear a click inside one of the tech priest's bodies, and her eyes open wide. A spasm shakes her gaunt limbs, making Thorvald clutch his weapon. Her lips twist into a crooked line, forcing out two words: the yoke. She is alive. Call the Medicae. Reconstruction impossible. The woman's whisper is barely audible, but the weak voice that is coming from her pale lips still sounds more alive than the mechanical hiss of a vox. The shelter has fallen. The maimed hunter comes. Cessation of vital function is inevitable. Her eyes momentarily roll back, but then a metallic churn inside her chest brings her back to consciousness. Reading the unit's new spheric signature. No evidence of corruption registered in the algorithms. Detecting substantial logic disruptions within the augments. Threat level low. Inspect the wounds. There's not a single wound upon her white skin, but there's no doubt that she will soon perish. Her augmetics are failing as if they were sabotaged by some entropic influence. For a moment you consider it a sign of the tech blight, but then you refute the thought. What you are witnessing is not decay, but transformation of the matter from which the tech priest's true flesh is made. What happened to you? The chapel was attacked. The preservation protocol commanded me to hide within the inner artifactorium and block all outside access to it. Prolonged presence in close proximity to the object was prohibited by the algorithm, but the preservation protocol had a higher priority. The object affected me. I resisted. Resistance led to structural change. What object? The yoke. The weapon we forged at the Lord Inquisitor's command. The destroyer of worlds. How exactly did the object affect you? A difficult thing to explain to a layman, metamorphosis phenomena occur in the object's vicinity. Sacred technology and even ordinary plastiles start to behave willfully, shifting, restructuring, and altering their fundamental attributes. Imagine yourself gazing upon a surface of water that was disturbed by a stone an era ago, but the ripples never stopped coming. That's what it felt like. The object propagated echoes of change. Her true flesh has betrayed her and become a heavy burden of metal within her body, something that is not of the Omnisci's design, something devoid of function. Cohh, you must have vocal cords of steel to narrate this entire game. I appreciate it, dude, but I mean that's just what we got to do for these games, man. These games are just so good. They're just so good. It's crazy. Okay. I need more details. How does it work? What even is this yoke? An enigma. The project was kept secret from everyone, including the Smiths. We forged fragments of it. It was a tool for controlling energies of staggering power. And it was not the Omnisci's blessed gifts that served its foundation. It was forbidden knowledge, knowledge that we comprehended. Profanity register. We continued the work of our mentor, Magos Amarnat. It was his wisdom that made our toils possible. What else do you know about this weapon? How did Calcazar learn of it? He wants to use it against anyone. Its power is absolute. The first experiments with this tech relic were calamitous. The tech blight. Bro, this is what killed the craft world. He worked with Theodora to test this on the craft world. Oh. The tech blight is merely its echo. Its potential is so much greater. It never should have fallen into the hands of the laity, but the Lord Inquisitor stole it. Its secret was procured beyond the dimensional gate, beneath the dark stars, and passed over to Amarnat. Alcazar destroyed the Messiah of discontinuing and robbed him, and claimed the secret for himself. He knows, she points at Thorvald. He was there. She speaks no lies. The first task the Inquisitor gave us in the Expanse was to destroy a cult of tech heretics. The deed was done. This Amarnat, was he a good priest? Did Calcazar drag us into something foul? I was there too. I fought those judged by Calcazar. This unit is waiting for an explanation. Why did Calcazar need you to do it? At first, he tried to do everything swiftly and quietly, but his agents and the Cohh priests below him failed to capture the leaders of the tech heretics. That's when he realized he needed indestructible warriors. He needed us. The Cohh girls were powerless against the wolves' might, and we brought carnage to the Explorator's ship and worlds. Ulfar, did you keep quiet about this? There wasn't my interest, there was another's will, and it was a chapter matter. I've already told you more about the wolves than many of my brothers would have said in my place. I understand, Ulfar. It's fine. Understand? You understand nothing. What can you know of what it's like for a warrior of the Allfather to be among mortals? You're my battle comrades. You're almost a pact to me, but you do not carry Russ's blessing, and you're not of my blood. You think I enjoy keeping my mouth shut about the wolves' secrets? You think I come from a secretive snides whose thoughts crawl instead of like vipers? It disgusts me. Truly, a wolf's place is among the wolves. Unit Ulfar claims that he was a tool in another's hands. The statement has been archived, and let every tool be treated as befits its function. You're a worthy ally. I never meant you or your brethren harm, Cohh Priest. as befits its function. Wow. What else do you wolves know about Emernet? Nothing, I swear my honor. He disappeared and so did his ship. There's no blood upon his hand. There is no blood of his upon our hands. What do you know about this secret weapon? I never even knew there was a weapon. I was told of traitors and I tracked them down. I claimed no trophies. I had no part in any dark intrigues. You'd think I would have wished that sneaky, scheming viper to get his hands on something so powerful? I wouldn't even trust him with my axe. It's not my place to judge you. You were following orders. And yet doubts smother my heart. Did we sully our chapter's honor and deeds done for dishonorable end? Why are you revealing Calcazar's secrets to me? Back to the lady. I was never his servant. I was forced to serve. When our circle was broken, he offered me a choice, submit or die. He threatened to kill half of me if I refused to forge for him. Wow. You betrayed him too. Yes, ethics are an insubstantial construct of emotion. I acted logically. I continued to comprehend rather than terminate my vital functions. Who are you? Magos Axiomantha Onaman. That is my identifier. Pascal's Mechadendrites snap up in a whirlwind of alarm, and the recorder in his Vox activates with a clip. Initiating interrogation procedure. You're not the first servant of the Omnissiah I've met who goes by that name. You have found yourself at the center of a tangle of paradoxicality. You spoke of a shelter and a maimed hunter. What did you mean? This place was a shelter. The Lord Inquisitor hid me here, and not me alone. The maimed hunter, a figure of termination, an unknown variable. Amernet's nemesis. I never met them, but I inferred their existence based on statistical evidence and logical conclusions. Importance of entropy foretell the hunter is near. Pascal, permission to commence the interrogation procedure granted. Our identifiers are identical. State the reason for the duplication. A portent left by the Messiah, a cog pattern which a righteous may see, the Deus Mechanicus. I seek Archmagos Armanat. Where is he? Messiah of Discontinuing was cancelled. What? The maimed hunter. What are the unit's status and parameters? Coming concealed. Proceed with caution, for the hunter too sees the Messiah's signs. What have you learned, Pascal? The unit lack clear answers. Her cognitive abilities have been damaged, but analytical data suggest a higher propriety for our identifiers being exact match. It is not a consequence or a malicious falsification. It's more akin to an act of purposeful direction. Can you speak more plainly? Are my words obscure? That is regrettable. Processing becomes difficult when you only have half of your mind. Certain notions, data, logical instruments were left in the less functional part of me. How do you know of Amernat? I was a disciple of the Messiah of Discontinuing. Ooh. Psyche will be discontinued, sister. Hope is a logical brother. Was she your sister? She was me. A phenomenon of flesh divided me into two identical bodies at birth. Omnissiah's wisdom let me overcome the physiological flaw by braiding back the separated mind. I was the first unificate in the fleet. Now this half of me is dead. The rest of my mind is fading. The sympathetic principle is insurmountable. Creation of unificates is dangerous knowledge that has long since been denounced by many as a procedure not blessed by the Omnissiah. It's based on a direct prototype envisioned by the precursors merely on loosely connected technologies. So it's like they were twins, but they fused them back into one person? Twin magi who joined their minds in their devotion to Mars. I remember proponents of the right to create unificates based on their defense on this momentous precedent. Weird. You're in need of help. Attempting to slow down the degradation processes are irrational, for they are only prolonging my suffering. I wish to cease to be. Rather, take my thoughts. I kept them. Keep them now. Knowledge will not fall into oblivion. The quest for knowledge is the Omnissiah's mission to us. Thorvald, do you understand what's happening here? Something foul. The Inquisitor seeks to use us to obtain a mighty weapon, and that he kept this design even from us, the Allfather's warriors, sows suspicion in my heart. Send a Voxcast to the ship. Stop the loading. I will inspect the trophies personally. Ishara, that conniving spittle, she silenced our vox voices. By the time we get back to the surface, the Inquisitor's mutts will be gone with their prize. Base Mechanicus accept their soul. Damn, dude. This stuff is so good. I know! This game is so good, dude. It is so good. It is so good. Everything about this game has just been phenomenal. Wait, can I go back in there?
Rise to the top,
right,
or get left in the dust.
Excuse me. So we meet again, Ulfar Thunderlung. Long live rogue trader. Business has brought us to your Drekker. Greetings, brothers. What brings you here? Ulfar returns Thorvald's look with an equally fierce glare. For some reason, he has foregone his magnificent armor today and stands on the bridge clad in little more than the physical perfection inherent to an angel of the Emperor. Oh, dude, yeah, he's not in his armor. My Lord Thorvald, I shall immediately order every officer on deck to begin preparations for a feast. The leader of the Space Wolf raises his hands imperiously, but the hint of an approving smile plays on his lips. Wait, Co, before we revel in victory, the deed must first be done. Brother Ulfar, you swore that you would stand for the honor of your pack, the Baleful Howl. Did you descend to Euphrates too with your brothers? Did you fight? That world my boots did tread, in fallen halls my victory cries I roared. The day the Allfather asked for reckoning of my deeds, I will not be ashamed to tell the siege of Euphrates. Who will bear witness to the truth of this wolf's words? I will bear witness. We know you, Co. We have seen you in battle, we believe you. Show us the scars, Brother Ulfar, that we may see the mark of your deeds in the flesh. I did not acquire my scars to show them off, Brother Thorvald. Show the scars, brother. Show the scars. Look more closely at Ulfar. Ulfar's decision to appear at this meeting without his armor suddenly makes sense. You're watching a ritual, and Ulfar's show of modesty is merely a part of the performance. Join the chorus. Show the scars. Ulfar turns with ostentatious reluctance to the left to let the light fall on the fresh marks he received on Euphrates II. You had no idea he had suffered such deep and grievous wounds. The crowd erupts in roars of approval. Did you take a glorious trophy in that battle as a token of your valor? Ulfar removes the horn he wrenched from the Hellbrute from his belt, and you notice that it's already carved with Fenrisian runes. The wolf proudly shows the trophy to his comrades, causing another explosion of cheers. Ooh. Ooh. Proudly thunders the baleful howl. Praise the Allfather for sending us such formidable and valiant brothers. Accept from the Stormbiters this gift and honor the battle that was fought shoulder to shoulder. Thorvald, give us a look at your new axe. Thorvald grins with pride as he looks upon the magnificent weapon. Our rune priest tempered it in the blood of the despicable word bearers who fell in Euphrates II. The blade is enameled with bone meal from the tooth of Fenrisian Kraken. Inscribed on it are the names of all the brothers of the Baleful Howl pack. Damn, bro got a collector's item! You know that a name inscribed on a Fenrisian weapon can mean different things, whether glorification of past heroes or commemoration of the fallen. Ulfar runs his finger over the symbols, lingering first on one name and then another. You're no expert in Fenrisian ruins, but you can make out these two, Arnulf and Skadi. Thank you for this gift, worthy of the Verigir Ironhide. Ulfar tests the weight of his new weapon, and his face bears that satisfied expression seen only on the faces of true warriors who have found the perfect weapon for their hand. Ulfar, see you've decorated your trophy. When I return to Fenris, I will drink mule from this while singing the saga of my march into the Gronis Expanse. Thorvald, will you now tell Ulfar where to look for his brothers? I will not stand in Ulfar if he chooses to go searching, but brother, you have proven the glory of your pack. Is it not time to sever this weird thread? With respect, I once again extend my offer to join the Stormbiters. Forgive me, brother, but I must decline your offer, though my heart fills with joy at the thought of fighting alongside you. I, Ulfar Thunderlung, swear before the Blackmane and by the blood of Fenris that I will not cease to seek my pack until my own eyes behold them alive or dead. I understand, brother. May Blackmane run beside your path. Fortify yourself. Stoke your rage. I see that your heart is darker than the waters of the world sea. So I ask you, take care that you do not join those of whom we must not speak. Of whom you must not speak? You do not need that knowledge, Eidvater. There are paths in the forest that only wolves ought to tread. That's it, your best friends now? Of course. So what now? Well, we should probably return to our Drakkar. I can hardly let the glorious wolves of Fenris leave without first treating them to a fine feast. The wolves burst in a shout of approval, and someone with a gravelly voice starts singing a merry song. No doubt one about massacres and glorious deaths in the battlefield. The kitchen servants here are certainly no match for those serving in the Great Hall in Fenris, but the masters of the Strecker are not lacking in hospitality or generosity. A small group of space wolves is enough to fill your entire magnificent ship with clamor, shouts, and other portents of the coming feast. A formidable feast in which eating, drinking, and singing will be done the way the wolves do all things, to their last gasp. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, dude, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. So we got, yeah. Oh. Argenta's daring foray during the assault on Euphrates II was fruitful. A captured heretic mentioned the name Salus Prime during interrogation. The information extracted from the cultist is sure to help Argenta find a way back to the planet. Argenta will inform the Lord Captain when that happens. Ooh. Okay. Okay. But we still don't have any... We still don't have a quest from CohhCarnage. Excuse me. We have the test for CohhCarnage, but we still don't have the quest. Oh, hold on. Rogue Trader, at last we can speak. The victory in Euphrates II is invaluable in and of itself, but what great fruit it bore. I now know the way to Salus Prime, the planet where a great relic of the Imperium lies hidden. Are you prepared? Nope, we'll go. Let's just go. Let's go right now. All right, hold on. Why is Cohh going to play Baldur's Gate 3 again? Because I want to do a Dark Urge playthrough. Yep. Oh. Uh-oh. So, how do I get there? Huh. Oh, do a manual save and then load the game? Why? Neat little platform you're floating on? Oh, you like my little candle? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, it's there. You can kind of see the red line. Oh, it's going to be a super dangerous jump. We're doing it live, chat. We're doing it live. Lord Captain, the security watch reports that Lady Orselio is on her way to your chambers. I will see to it that no one interrupts your private conversation.
Nani?
Okay.
Are you still toiling? They sounded the signal hours ago. You might overstrain yourself at this rate.
Sleep, kiss her hand. I have missed you too, milady.
Wait. I have something very important to tell you.
Uh-oh. Wait for her to continue.
The time I have spent with you has been the most cherished time of my life.
Oh no.
You have freed me.
We're getting
from
friend
the
zoned.
shackles of fear and disgust at myself. I no longer look away from the mirror. I am not ashamed of my powers, and I do not intend to hide from the world inside the cocoon I once built around myself. You have shown me the world without pretense, the way it truly is. Cruel, unfathomed, treacherous, and full of the most beautiful things. And I've realized that life is not at all like the books we read. Each one of us writes their own story, as best they can, be it with ink, blood, paint on a canvas, or a blade that cuts the air.
Yep, we can fix her, chat. We can fix her. We're gonna make this work.
And I want... by the resplendent throne, I want to write my story together with you.
I'm tired of chasing you around like an obedient dog. Tired of waiting for your approval, fretting over your every word. I am sorry, Cassia, but I do not accept your feelings. A lady, hearing these words from you is my greatest blessing.
Do you promise to love me till the end of our days?
Of course not. Whisper.
Will you allow me?
Let this night be my answer to you.
Oh. Oh, we in. Oh. That's right, Nuri. It's time to play some chess. Oh, God. The moment you cross the threshold of your chambers and Cassia once again finds herself in your embrace, the world around you erupts into hundreds of colorful streaks. Scarlet, emerald, azure, gold, pale pink, the hues of emotions dance around you in an intoxicating waltz as they emanate from your heated bodies. Oh, let's do how I've waited for this moment. Oh, allow me to see every color of your being. Oh my. Cassia rests on the satin cover and your bodies are enveloped in a whirlwind of pale blue. Pink bashfulness hangs in the air, stoked by flashes of scarlet and gold.
I love you.
Oh, she reaches for your neck and bites a little, and her sharp claws essentially slide down your back, leaving behind faintly stinging scratches. Oh my. Did Cohh dump early yet? Nope, other way around.
Oh, my powers. Oh my...
Yep, and she's gone. My powers almost got out of control when we... Well, how embarrassing. Sir, it appears the entire fifth floor of the ship just orgasmed at once. Is that normal? Is that a thing that happens on this ship normally? We're gonna have to clean the halls for like 3 weeks. It's the mess down there, sir. It's horrible. Oh, it is normal. Okay, great. Fantastic. Where's my trophy room? We haven't looked at my trophy. Oh, look at my trophies! What's this? The blade of the Drukhari Xenos is from one of the trophies taken from the bodies of the enemies during the defense of Dargonis. Cool. A fused explosive device created by inhuman hands and brought aboard the Von Valentia ship by Xenos raiders. The sacred cog came from the production lines of Kiava Gamma. Mask of Aurora. Hideous head of a steel devil. Dude, the frickin' trophy room is one of the coolest things in this game. A piece of the sacred machine that was once a part of the massive manufactorum complex of the Forge World Euphrates II.